If you have ever been told to use Zelle to receive money, and then realized you do not have a bank account, you are not alone. This is a very common situation, especially for freelancers, online sellers, students, or anyone who prefers digital wallets over traditional banking. In this video, I will explain clearly and honestly whether it is possible to receive money from Zelle without a bank account, what actually happens if someone sends you money, and the best practical alternatives you can use today. Let us start with the most important truth. Zelle itself does not work without a bank account. Zelle is not a wallet, and it does not store money for you. It is simply a bank-to-bank transfer system used by major U.S. banks and credit unions. That means, to directly receive Zelle payments, you must have an active U.S. bank account or credit union account connected to Zelle. Now, what happens if someone sends you money on Zelle and you do not have a bank account? If the sender uses your email address or phone number, Zelle will notify you and ask you to enroll. During that process, you will be required to link a supported bank account. If you cannot link one, you cannot claim the money. The funds will usually remain pending for a short period, and then return to the sender if you do nothing. So the short answer is no, you cannot directly receive Zelle money without a bank account. But the good news is that there are smart and legal ways around this, depending on your situation. Let us go through the best options step by step. The first option is using a low-barrier online bank account. Many people assume opening a bank account is difficult or expensive, but that is no longer true. Several online banks offer free checking accounts with no minimum balance and no monthly fees. Examples include online-only banks and fintech platforms that provide full U.S. routing and account numbers. Once you open one of these accounts, you can connect it to Zelle and receive payments normally. This is often the fastest and most reliable solution if you are eligible. The second option is using a trusted middle person, but this must be done carefully. If you have a family member or close friend with a Zelle-enabled bank account, they can receive the money on your behalf, and then send it to you using cash, bank transfer, or a digital wallet like PayPal or Cash App. This is useful for one-time situations, but it is not ideal for regular payments, especially for business purposes, because it depends on trust and may cause delays. The third option is asking the sender to use a Zelle alternative that does not require a bank account. This is often the most practical choice. Services like PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, Skrill, and Wise allow you to receive money using just an email address or phone number. Some of them even let you hold a balance without linking a bank immediately. If you are selling something or getting paid for work, simply explain that you cannot accept Zelle and suggest one of these options instead. Another option, especially for freelancers and online sellers, is using payment platforms designed for business transactions. Platforms like PayPal Business or Wise provide better payment tracking, invoices, and buyer protection. These are strong alternatives if you are looking for a safe way to receive money without traditional banking at the beginning. It is also important to address scams and misunderstandings. Never believe anyone who claims they can send Zelle money to a wallet or convert Zelle funds without a bank account. Zelle does not work that way, and these claims are often linked to fraud. If someone insists on paying only through Zelle and pressures you to find a workaround, that is a red flag. Now let me answer a common question I see often. Can you use Zelle with a prepaid card? In most cases, no. Zelle does not support prepaid debit cards or reloadable cards unless they are connected to a full checking account with a routing number. Always check the bank's official Zelle support page before assuming compatibility. If your long-term goal is to receive Zelle payments regularly, the most sensible move is to open a simple online checking account. It gives you stability, faster access to funds, and fewer complications. If this is a one-time payment, then asking the sender to use a Zelle alternative is usually the best path. To summarize everything clearly, you cannot directly receive money from Zelle without a bank account. However, you can still get paid by opening a free online bank account, using a trusted intermediary, or choosing safer Zelle alternatives that do not require banking. The key is to pick the option that fits your situation without putting your money or personal information at risk. If you found this explanation helpful and want clear answers to real payment and banking questions like this, make sure to stay connected. I focus on practical, real-world solutions that actually work, not theory or hype.